Sales fall, prices stay high, not a picture of stability. Guys, check out this article. I will have a link to this article down in the description below. But everyone keeps saying, no, housing is stable, housing is not crashing. And look, that was like last week. Now, economists, what are they saying this week? They're saying, oh my God, the wheels are falling off. They're coming off. The car is going off the cliff, right? So what is happening right now basically is inflation. That's the name of the game. Inflation is, everything is all out of whack right now, okay? We have sales are not going through. People are being priced out of homes. The homes are sitting longer and longer in the market. But guess what's not happening? The prices are not falling. How could that possibly be? The biggest reason is we have a supply crunch. We don't have enough inventory. Now, is that going to change? Well, I hate to sound all negative, but I do think it's going to change. My prediction in general is that we're going to have basically a recession in the economy. It's going to slow things down. Remember, we have been printing way too much money way too quickly since basically '08, and now we have to pay those loans back. That's the problem. With coronavirus shutting down, it threw everything out of whack. We ended up printing a bunch of free money, and now we're seeing the effects of that, in our economy with inflation going up. But the problem with inflation is that in general, it keeps everything up. So the feds are trying to do their best to bring it down. But at the end of the day, to bring it down means to bring down the economy. And by bringing down the economy, it is going to hurt. But in the process, it will bring down the prices of homes. Right now, the prices of homes are unattainable for most of Americans. And when you think about the American dream, guys, the American dream is to buy a house. Now look at this chart. 2019, 3 years ago today, the average house sale was $275,000. Okay. Now check this out. Now they're $374,000, almost $100,000 difference. That's like 20-30%, right? But that's crazy because people's salaries did not go up that much. So people are being priced out of their neighborhoods, and it's unsustainable. And when we see situations that don't smell right, well, guess what? It's clear indication that we're in a bubble. We are in a bubble, guys, okay? Whether we like it or not. And we have definitely hit that peak. The peak was right here. Now we're definitely on the way down. That's the data. Look at it. There's nothing we could say. But when we look at the new listing median sale price, people are still trying to get that top dollar for their property. Look, they're trying to list still, $10,000 above what the sales are coming in at. So buyers are still saying, hey, you know what? There's inventory shortages. I got a nice house. I'm willing to wait it out. But guys, if you look at the actual sales, you could see it's telling a whole different picture. Now, I believe it's as scary as it sounds. I'm thinking we're going back to these 2019 levels. And I know some people hate me saying that. If you bought a house in the last 2 years, it's not going to be pretty. If you took out, seconds in your home and you ran up, you took out basically running up your mortgage all the way. You took out as much money as you can take out, of the value of your home. What that means basically is like if you owed, for easy math, you bought a house for $100,000, okay? You owe the bank, you put 20% down, you owe the bank $80,000. But then because of the coronavirus pandemic, the house prices go up, and now your house is worth, $150,000, okay? So you owe 80, okay? You bought it for 100, you owe 80, you put 20% down, and now the value, because of your neighbor's house is going up so much, your neighborhood went up, now the value of your home is 150. You go to the bank and you say, I want to take some money out. Well, they'll let you take out money based on, the value, right? They'll, especially if you got W-2s and you got, good money coming in, they're going to let you take out money on that, on your property. So a lot of people did that because the interest rates were really low. So they went in, they refinanced, and they took money out. So then you could take out, basically up to the value of the house. So you could take out that person who bought the house that owes $80,000 might have taken, $70,000 out because the value went up, right? So what does that person do with that extra $70,000 of equity? They go out, they spend it, they buy stuff, they have fun. But here's the deal. Now their mortgage is $150,000. Now, if people did that, okay, and they borrowed their entire limit and prices start coming down, you could see that there's going to be a lot of people that could potentially be underwater. Now, if they use the money that they took out for that mortgage and they use it to buy something, okay, so they might use it to buy another property, right? A lot of people do that. They'll take out a second in their first home to have the down payment to buy a second home. Well, if the market starts crashing, that, basically that could bring down they could eventually lose both of their houses, right? Because if they go underwater on their first house, they're not going to want to pay that mortgage. And on their second house, if they bought at the top of the market and they're losing money on that house, basically now they have two houses underwater. Now, obviously, you always want to buy extra properties, but you always want to do it right. So again, this is starting to look like, all hell's about to break loose in the housing market. And, will it go below 2019? I'm not 100% sure how low it's really going to go, but I'm thinking my best estimate is that we're definitely going to go back to 2019 levels. And honestly, 2019 levels were sort of hot. Okay, they weren't like, the prices were coming up steadily. So one would say that these were generally fairly elevated prices in 2019 as is. And we had somewhat of a shorting supply back then too. So anyways, a lot of things are going on and it's all kind of moving really fast and it's happening in all different sectors of the economy. And don't forget about the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is in a lot of trouble too. So it's not just a US problem, but it is a worldwide problem. There's, Europe is experiencing really high inflation also, and China is also going through their economic problems. They're actually going through a crazy housing crisis. I made a video on it a few days ago. If you want to check out my library and check out my videos, you'll see it. So yeah, I kind of go into detail about what's happening in the Chinese market. But everything's all crazy right now. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this video, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been supporting my channel and leaving comments, liking my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy what I have to say, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.